Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a fun adventure. The video obviously is about the KKW Mario collaboration, a little bit in depth. And before I play with this on my eyes for a simple look, I'm going to do a few looks in this video. I'm actually going to go back and forth and show you the full unboxing, what actually came in the bundle. I've got some swatches I'm going to show you where I've actually hanging out in my newly redone bathroom. So, first things first, this is the KKW Mario blah 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 bundle. Right off the bat I can say I was really hoping it was going to be in that pretty display box being a bundle, but I purchased this on the launch date, which was last Thursday, and today is Thursday, so it arrived 1 week later. Inside the box. And here's how everything is put in the box.
So I just want to show you what it looks like when you open the box. This is cute, but this is not $93 after shipping cute. So her whole aesthetic is this color with her, it looks like recycled paper in the same kind of tone. But then I took my packing slip out so you could see, like, it was just in there. It wasn't really like handled with care. Thankfully it's, you know, pressed pretty well, so it didn't pull apart and all that shit, but I thought that was a little weird.
There's like this is what you get. No super pretty box. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Let's do these first since. So this is like frosty colored, or frosty. And then, let's look at this. So I got, on Tuesday this week, 2 days ago, it was going to be here. All the pictures I've seen of this, these pans look bigger, but you know, tra-la-la-la. That blue is really, really bright. This is paper wrapped in cardboard. So let's get into some swatches. That's why I'm hunched over, obviously. So we can do this. That one feels chunky. That one feels smooth. That one feels kind of dry. Ooh, look at that. Okay, well, this paper gets stained really easily, like I can't wipe that off. So that's permanent. That's kind of funky. I'm gonna compare these two colors too, just so these matte shades kind of will fuck your shit up. One swipe. Yeah. This looks like every lip gloss I had in middle school. Do my lip look juicy? It's not sticky. It's thick. Feels like the kind of stuff that won't really last forever. It might wear off pretty quick. So I just want to say something. We've got the entire palette here. You've got the first row and second row. And what I noticed is like they're slightly different from each other. Like these bronze shades, this one here and this one here, are really smooth, as well as this kind of cranberry plum shade. The metallics of this guy slightly, but the metallics of those are really smooth. The blue though, it's kind of patchy. I kind of want to do a second swatch. It's still just kind of lackluster. It's not. I'm gonna go in and do a second. It kind of just fades into a matte blue pretty instantly. I don't know. Upon first play, I'm not too one that cares too much about, you know, packaging getting dirty, but just upon like over rubbing, it's instantly stained the packaging, which is gonna be exciting to see how that wears traveling, because this is gonna be something right off the bat that's gonna, any kind of little like mark or whatever it may be, whether it be other makeup that drops on here, powder on the outside, heaven forbid a kohl liner, it's gonna get dirty pretty quick. Right now I'm going to show you some comparisons, size comparisons. This palette is 1.7 grams per pan, 10 pans. You get a mirror. So I pulled out a few palettes. This is the original Kylie palette. This is 1.4 grams and it's 9 pans, but it's 1.4 versus this is saying it's 1.7. Damn similar in size. These two shades here, and I think it's the gray that makes this look more bright and the white that makes this a little bit more subdued, but these are very, very similar. But ultimately I think that they look very comparable. This is Kim, this is Kylie. Not the same formula. I did look those up, but it's gonna be buildable, so where I think those are kind of similar. And then secondly, these two shades are very similar. And this is lipstick. This is Kylie and this is Kim. So you can tell there's just a more smooth swatch all the way through on the top. So it is a nicer formula, but you can build those to be the same color, in my opinion, completely. This is 1.5. This is the Starlit Glitter Palette by Makeup Forever. These are smaller pans. This is like a decorative palette because there's 6 pans in here. These are bigger pans than these and they are 1.5 grams. This is going to be deeper ultimately, like a deeper pan, so I should never hit pan. This is a single MAC shadow. This is 1.5, so you can see it's slightly smaller. And then these two guys, the one on the top is ColourPop and the one on the bottom is a single Anastasia Beverly Hills. So you can see that they are similar in size, but these are both 1.5. Jaclyn Hill palette. This is 56.2 grams, but 35 pans, which makes this a little over 1.6. This is Dose of Colors. This is 1.7, so these are supposed to be the same size. 1.7. Now this is 1.8 grams. So you see the pans in Kristen's palette are substantially larger. This I believe was either $42 or $45. $45 for 6 pans, $32 for 6 pans. This is $38, I believe, for the 35. And realistically, this is probably the smartest option. I'm really trying to get to the bottom of, you know, is this really worth it? This is my first purchase from KKW Beauty, and I was extremely curious about the product line itself. I've always wanted to try the stick concealers, and now that they're individual, I'm more curious, but Now they're individual, I'm kind of like, maybe I should get a double-ended one so I can try more colors, and you know, then that just spirals out of control on its own. I think a lot of people are really, really drawn to like the pop effect in this palette. It's like, is this not every warm tone palette that we all have? Yeah. It really is. I mean, I don't think I can pull out anything specifically and just be like, ha, gotcha. Actually, maybe I can. Hold on. If we take away the blue, this shade right here, I'm sorry I'm going back and forth with these. This shade right here, I've got this guy up in the corner. All of these tones right here, as well as the cranberry shade, I've got, me doing this in the mirror is hard. I've got this one, I've got this guy, and this guy would probably be the lighter. And this one for what, glam, bronzy. Can't believe I almost knew all these shades. Vegas. So this without the blue, I don't even remember how much this is. Is this 40 bucks? Something like that? I think realistically, if you look at it, don't we all have this? I mean, this even reminds me of, there's a really pretty warm tone palette that Pinky Rose Cosmetics makes that has more of like an intense mustard yellow mixed into it and a couple more matte. To me, I'm really, really trying to get to the bottom of, was this worth it? So the bundle was $85. After shipping, I paid 93 something. So I'm just gonna go with 93 since, you know, I can't remember. But for all of these things, so if you think about it, these were almost 20 bucks a piece. I think they were what, 18 and 16 or 18, 17, something like that. Maybe all three of them were 18. Bad review already. I'm so like on top of my game. So if we say there's 20 bucks a piece, this would cost you 60 bucks, and then her shipping being $8.95, let's just say that's another $10 out of your pocket. So you're spending $70 on these three items. So in order to get this, $45 plus another $10, $55 by itself. If you got two of these, it would be $50 on its own, like 20, 40, and then $10, 50 bucks. So buying everything total together made sense. So 45, 65, 85, right at 100 bucks. But if you want to try one thing, it's going to be so expensive with the shipping and kind of unrealistic. And I wish you would lower the price of shipping. Because, you know, if ColourPop can, you know, charge really cheap shipping, then why the fuck can't KKW? Especially when you see how it was packaged, right? You saw my thoughts on this. This is, it's the same size as a typical MAC lipstick bullet, 4 grams. It's the same as a Sephora lipstick, 4 grams. But this is just, it's so cheap. This smells so bad. Like bad. And I watched Puffin's wife, I watched her review this whole collection, and she said the same thing, that she even reached out and asked them, like, is it supposed to smell like that? Did I get a bad batch? Because she bought hers at launch, I bought mine too at launch, and it smells like melted fucking crayons. Like, it's bad. But something else I did want to compare this to. So this is the Classic K Super Nude. This is the Fenty. This is in the single shade single. You don't get nearly as much product, and they're literally the same price, but they're almost identical shades. Like, this one's a little bit more warm, this one is a little bit more nude. I'm kind of bummed that, you know, for the price, when you think of bundle, when compared to a lot of other companies, I don't know if she's learning or, you know, whatever, but, you know, being the customer and being the guinea pig at the same time is kind of weird. It's kind of a rewarding and unrewarding experience. That's enough rambling. So what I want to do now is I'm going to put on a light face of makeup. So this is the basic bronzy look that I'm going to do for today. I feel like the lighting is like that struggle in life, but that's okay. Very, very simple, very, very neutral. And it's just so bright. That's kind of good lighting, huh? It erases the under eyes. I'm gonna go take care of some things, go visit some people, and come back and we'll play with that blue. And, you know, we'll see if this is really worth the monies. course, the elephant in the room. Yes, I wear tank tops all the time. It's hot in the South. A lot of the looks that you see me doing, you don't see the eyeliner, the mascara, the lashes, all that kind of nonsense going into the look because I'm taking everything off right then and there and playing with it. And that's really the purpose behind playing with this palette, is that I want to really go through and exercise everything in here and not just, you know, create a look, I'm going out to lunch and this is what we did with these 4 shades out of the 10 shade palette. So I want to make sure I can give you some realistic thought behind it. So my full honest thought about the KKW Mario bundle is I don't think I would buy the bundle at all. And I'll tell you why. It's been a full month playing with all 4 of these products. You've heard me mention how much I love the smell of this lipstick, this melted crayon. So gross. It really is gross. I've used it just a few times and I really don't want to reach for it anymore. Even though I really like the shade, I just can't get past the smell. Super nude lip gloss. It's almost the color of my skin, so when I put it on my lips, it really kind of just washes out everything, and it's got a different undertone to where I look very sallow on my face. So these 2 items specifically are what I would opt out of purchasing if I had known these things beforehand. What I do like, you know, spending a full month with this palette, I have used this a lot. I have reached for it a lot. I do like it. I do have other things in my collection like it, but overall I am glad I bought it. I do like the color range that you get to play with and travel with in here, but in all seriousness, the all-star for me personally was this Juicy Gloss. This actually had to go fetch out of my purse. I've been wearing this almost every day. I really like this shade. I like the way it wears. It dissipates very gracefully. But all in all, this is an interesting collection. Was it realistically worth $93? Is this worth $45? No. I mean, most everything is around that price point to begin with, no matter how many pans are in the damn palette. And that's kind of a reflection on our market. And we all keep falling for that price point. So, you know, there's that burden. But ultimately, the Juicy Gloss and the palette are definitely my positive takeaways, while the Classic K and the Super Nude Lip Gloss are the extreme fails in this collection. So that is that. That is my honest to God opinion. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to this point, if you've made it to this point. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit all that other stuff around you, etc., etc. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.